ジャパネット春の下取り祭り。家電の買い替えなら楽にお得に。
本番始まるよ。あれ、なんか言ってる。違うか。
Here we go, Joe. It is time for our Game Fuel marquee match, and I'm pumped for this one. Optic, Empire, and is there a part of me that wishes we had the implications of that kind of maybe get first place, maybe get last place that it was setting up for? Yes, but still, should be an awesome battle, but we're going to take a look first at the Astro Social soundboard before we get into it.
Too crazy, maybe map number 2 for Chicago fans because Optic is 0-3 and I misspoke. So we're going to see that Game 4 checkmate if we go there. That's not one we saw at the major. It was actually Garrison. We know Garrison now for Optic is like their auto veto. Checkmate hardpoint 4-0 for Chicago. Dallas Empire. Empire. This is where they found a hardpoint win against Optic at the major.
あ、間違えた。最悪。負けました。
On Moscow down in this nation tournament. First major was wild based on these groups and some of the results. This one, I mean, it could be one of the crazier tournaments we've ever seen. At least I'm sure hoping so.
最近流行ってるな、この7番の動き。裏取り、エンボイが言ってんのか。最近流行ってんな。エスカからなんだ、オプティック。そろそろしっかり裏警戒してる。分かりにくい、この白と茶色。
They're trying to contest the time right now. Maybe catch Chicago getting a little aggressive. If they win that game or win that fight, that's when they can try to push on through. Envoy doing what he does.
ニポがエスカフリーだから行かないんかな、やっぱ。俺も今日ちょっと合流戦でやろうかな。
But on the hill, it's Shotzi who finds 2 kills in a row. Who is there for the trade? So they're going to find a good amount of this scrap time. 2 players do spawn out. Envoy Scump. They're going to have a hike across the map.
12秒です。
Grim trying to catch Formal, not going to be able to do so. And I don't know if Empire know that they actually spawned out. So this
now they do.
Could,
now they do.
Yeah, now they do. They both turn. They catch Envoy. And here comes the pressure through that street.
そう。ダラスは奥、これ奥隠しれんだ。
But you've got what, a 2-on-3, make it
後ろ分けだけど奥隠しちゃった
Envoy
な。
will spawn safe. Nice nade connects for Envoy. Hits that as he comes off spawn. Scump now trying to pick up building push and the street push. Playing deep will be Dashy. Is he'll lock down 1 so far. So good. Envoy just huge. Off the spawn finds 3 in a row. Him and Dashy combined.
エンボ一年そこで見てんのか。なるほどね。
They're 11-5 to start this off, and we've been looking at about a 40-point lead once you pick up the rest of this time. Great stuff from Optic to start it off.
Well, it's all Formal and Dashy before Envoy even gets there. Obviously, you have him now on a 5 spree. That was huge. But Formal and Dashy, they held the push, right? Because we saw Scump and Envoy spawn all the way out.
3番が地点で、1番がバンク抜けかけに、4番と1番がセンターって感じ。まあ、ここら辺は普通通りだな。けど4番と1番、これ結構なんか特殊な位置組んでんだ。ワンチャン打ち合わなかったら抜けられるけど。おお、でもこれで3枚で残り1枚。うまいね。けど、すれ違い起こったらめっちゃ抜かれると思うけど。クリーム6地点前で乗る。正面入り、おお、普通。
First spawner up though was Envoy, so he's still kind of in the mix. He has to take the 1-on-1 versus Shotzi, but now only 20 seconds remaining, and there's the lead change. Empire will go out front. Now the race
16秒、先にローテ組んでんのはオプティッ
picking up the big kills in transition, trophy out. Now can you
ク。
lock
ウェブ
down
12
both
の
sides?
6、一人だけ無双してるじゃん。
And Empire, I mean, they died with about 15 seconds left, so they're all going to
うまいね、
right now, and that's where the push is really going to come from. Well, Envoy's just going to back on up. He really doesn't have too much help.
おお。
He has to. He can go inside that window, and he's going to do that.
なるほどね。
He's going to prone right
小部屋
now.
キープしてもらってるから。
The push about to start.
もう
Shotzi
ギリギリまで顔を出さないと。
Shotzi with that 74
おお。
He's going to connect. And now
そこで
Grim
地
with
点入
another
るの
pick.
ついな。
Envoy, he's the last one
味
remaining.
方が削られたから小部屋に引くと。
Done break by Dallas Empire. They find all four.
さあ、ダーシーは
Split. I think it's Envoy that's
They're ready
gonna
for it,
spawn
though.
the other side. Yeah, great
さ
pick
あ、
up
エ
there
ン
from
ボイが
Krem.
ここで裏取り。
First, I thought maybe a chance to have a lovely
おお、
pick,
そ
but
こで分
good
けんだ、エ
break,
ンボイそこ。
good reads, good hold there from
あ、違う
Empire.
か。
So
2番とか。
maintain this lead, but
分かりにくいな、こ
I
の
mean,
色。
Envoy started great at 13 and 8, but almost 2 and 8. Can't really get anything going quite yet. See if he can turn it around the upcoming hard points. I think he just got back-to-back kills, so that helps.
Yeah, I mean, two of those skills were on that.
さあ、4番、早い段階でめっちゃ抜けてんな、ヒュー
Yeah,
ク。
he's been killless for a good amount
7
of
番が
time.
一応警戒はしてるけど、エンボイが。
That third hill, you're just running into Italy, running into Crim setup, and bust. They get broke right away. Just not in a position to find those easy kills. Now they are, as he's holding glow.
オープニックだ。石川が取れてないからきついな。ダーシーも低い。
Pretty good stuff for them, especially on that bus hill. But back over to middle, inside of the station, and Shotzi with that movement, able to find that kill.
That didn't look fun to deal with at all, and we checked
やっ
out
ぱ
our
エスカが
game
取れてない
player
と
for
な、
a
一
moment,
服
but
取れないよ
unfortunately,
な。
Scump gets
まあ、これ
caught
で、
as
こ
he
このライ
tries
ン
to
超えちゃって
surge
る
in.
から、オプティックの
Dashy,
後ろ
though,
はき
can
する
he
し。
get both players? He does. He wins it on one side. It's Dashy and Formal
そう、で
again.
も、
Dashy
耐え
holds
て
one
挟ん
straight
で地
side.
点も取り
Formal
返
with
し
the
て。
back block gets the kill and sets
さあ、
them
オ
up
プティッ
again
ク
for
は
a
1分
second.
にボト踏み
Yeah, and
た
I
い
think
け
that's a
ど。
little bit frustrating because that's two 4v2s now where Dallas Empire think they
さ
have
あ、
the
パンピー
flip
こ
and
こで
have
1
the
枚。
break.
さあ、これやれるとでかいけど、さすがにヒュ
Well,
ー
last
ク
time
って。
Shots have a toque.
Well, last time, like the two kind of turned around, right?
さあ、
Because
オ
the
プティッ
guys
クは
slowed
もう完
down.
全に
They
リリース
kind
飛
of
ばさ
needed
れ
to be a
て、
little bit split, but yeah, there they
セ
all
ッ
got
トは
stuck,
だら
but
せに
then
組
they
まれんな、綺麗に。
find all the kills right as
し
they
か
get
も
back
3番、
into
1
it.
番がセンターのラインに残ってる。
As you
さあ、
said,
1番、2
gotta
番落
be
ち
a bit
て。
frustrating. Looked good for Optic for a moment, but now what can Empire do with this time? Two holding the cross here from mid. Great stuff from Shotzi and Illy to get both players to
Hugo
mid. Everyone's
しっかり
running
入れ
top
て。
now for Optic. They're going to try and funnel through, and while they're funneling right into the Empire blender, is they can't find an opening outside of Dashy's pick, but then
おお、
it's
強
Krim
い。
who's been so
クリーム
solid
6。
in stage 2. That's 4 in a row for Krim.
And that's two hills now. You have the bus hill, you have that second hill where Optic, they do the hard work, man. They win the rotation fights, they get into their setup, and what? You go all down at the same time. That's two very clean wipes by Dallas Empire with no trades. At least with trades, you might make the map chaotic. Then you can come out on top of it. But that's
そう
not
で
even
も、6
happening.
番が抜
So
け
two
てる
hills
のを
now
気
where
づ
they
いて
should
るか
have
ら、
positioning, should have gotten the
正しや
time,
っ
and they
て。
don't. And now on the rotation, it's going to be Hook. And Illy almost wins that one, but they're able to push on through. They find a couple of kills. They have the back spawns nicely done by Dallas Empire. You're seeing why this is their map choice in Hardpoint.
Yeah, a lot of times if you can
So,
chain together
点差がだいぶ
2 and 3,
開いた。
you're going to end up winning it. 5 in a row for Krim, and while they continue to fight
さあ、
around
で
the
もし
point,
っか
I
り
guess
だ
I just want to
オ
ask
プ
you,
ティッ
what
ク
do you
後ろ
think's
かけ
going
て相
on
手の
there
リス
for
ト飛
Optic?
ば
Is
し
it a
て、
position thing, a comms thing? Like,
で、
why
相
is
手
it
に
falling
ボ
apart?
ー
So
ル
easy?
がガードイスカで湧
Better
く。
setups. I mean, you get the setup, right? Like, you have to know where they're coming from. It's the execution on the kills, but I guess you give props
8 番
for Dallas.
の
That's now
潰し
3
て、クリームしっかり。
breaks if you count this
さあ、そこ
rotation,
のカバー
where
もしっかり。
a majority of the
うまい
time,
で
the
す、ク
really
リーム
big
6。
difference maker in this game is that just their
しかも
efficiency
コス
to
トが
break
溜ま
these
っ
hills
て
and
る。
the setups
さ
from
あ、砲
Optic.
撃までになったけ
Hey,
ど。
Krim, get the artillery. I know
さあ、
he's
ダーシー、こ
close.
こも打ち打ちで。
Dashy does take down 3, but deficit
ここはダラスはまあ一歩処理してからネクストって感じで、スカンピーが潜っていけばこれ1番に抜けられてんな。おーでも、ダッシュよく勝ってたな。スコッティだし、相手 SMG なのに。一応疲れてもしっかり対処して。
So far, so good. You need a
ダラ
massive
スは
hold here.
先ローテしてたけど、思ったより散歩が踏めなかった。
Optic Chicago, they get the 4 down, they get the breathing room, they get the time, and that's exactly what they needed, but he did get the artillery. So now it's going to come in. You see all those white arrows scramble off the point. It actually takes out one Informal, who able to take down Scump as well. And what looks so good,
こすでしっかり
Street
飛
makes
ば
it
し
look a
て。
little bit better.
Yeah, at least get it off that time. I mean, Optic does spawn up, find 2 kills. They're gonna get a
さあ、エンボ裏行く
right
んだ、
back
こういう
on it.
時。
Maybe find these last
なるほどね。
20 seconds. Maybe you only be down 40. You head into it. It was
これ
looking
で
a
もま
lot
あ、バ
worse.
ス
So what was the
どこで
difference
湧くんだ
maker
ろ
there? It
う。
was
これでも
Scump
奥
got
は、
inside
まあ、
bank.
裏やっぱ
Remember
フリップするよ
on
な。
Envoy, he was
外したからかな、
what
今。
was the difference maker there? It
あ
was
あ、アンカー外したか
Scump
らか
got。inside bank. Remember when we were on Envoy, he was trying to get into bank to
あ、まあ、
watch
そっ
that door,
か、
but
そ
he
の。
backed on up. That gave Dallas
お
so
う、
much room
20
to
秒
work
です。
with
次
by
の
the
日本を
buses.
考えて、
They don't
飛
have
ばし
that
に行く
bus
んか、ずっ
position.
と。
It can be difficult to hold that hill. So they make the adjustment. They rotate a little bit earlier. They get into that position. Now down around 50 points. We head back to our first hill.
広告来た。
使用部品の整備
See if Optic make the improvements here. Specifically, getting set up for that second hard point. Grim he's a snail. He's a snake.
I think they know where he is. Yeah.
さあ、日本はしっかりエンボイが奥潰して、そして踏んでるのはダラスだけど、これ結構オプティック詰め寄ってきたな、点先相手。
Or was real close. It almost looked like the entire bar was full.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's ended up yet. I think maybe him getting taken down there.
さあ、ここしっかりうまい車線。フォーマル選手。さあ、オプティックしかも1本も取れてる。けど2番、今は多分、だからホッカ入ると思うけど、これ、削られるとフォーマルリスが飛ぶ。フォーマルだけリスが飛んで、8番はまだ前っぽ、ライン高くなって。まだフォーマルが来るまではって感じだな。さあ、オプティック切り能力が高い。しっかり削って。さあ、ここしっかりダーシー、M がいい。おっと、オプティック、これまさかのカムバックあるか。前半ボコボコだったけど、後半しっかり固めて。さあ、ここダラスは結構難しいブレイク。ファーストブラッドも取られてカバーは入るけど、ここ最後ホーマルカバー、スカンピーも1枚取って。さあ、これダラスちょっと厳しくなって、逆転されちゃったよ。さあ、ここダラスしっかり固めたいけど。
Go out in front in this map one. Now can they find a break?
結構引いて回るんだな。全然センターのライン高くない。まあ、さっきバンク抜けされたからか。こういうセットもあるんだ。急遽が多く。なるほどね。そういう海外のメタ読みでそういうセットくるのかな。おっと、これイリーしか正面負けてしまって。オプティックはしっかりセンターもある。スカンピーもう一回裏チャレンジ。さあ、イリファーストブラッド、スカンピーはどうする。さあ、ショーティーも一枚落として。いいですね。まあ確かにな、無駄にそんなセンター打ち合って負けるぐらいならあれでもいいな。
Last man deep. There's only 15 seconds remaining here. You're just 12 points away from victory if you're Empire. There's a one-on-one for this final bit of scrap time. Scump is going to be able to take that, but
さあですが、マイフォは結構ダラス思ったより踏めたけど、ソニックが取ってるけど、これ逆分けしてるのオプティック潰せるか。サインボイが地点入る。さあ、しかし見られていく。
Dashi leaves the hill though. He tries to get aggressive with Hook. He tries to get aggressive and Dashi catches both of them. The submachine guns were trying to get map position, but that may have costed them. Dashi with a third, up to 4 in a row. 29 kills. Dashi leading the way, make it 30.
ファンカーがついてないからリス飛ぶと思ってるけど、ここリスが飛ばないダーシー。さあ、3番がセンターを抜けている。さあ、1番がしっかりカバーに走るけど、さあ、これ、おっと、7番か。だからしっかりカバー成功。さあ、残りだ、オプティックが6点、ダラスは8点。さあ、これ間に合わないぞ、オプティック。終わったさあ、だいぶ後半まくったけど、前半のアドバンテージが多かった。
This is that play. I mean, Hook and Shotzi try to get aggressive. They both get caught. And I thought, that could be the game. With them just trying to catch Optic, maybe off guard. They knew that they were going to be inside of the bus. Dashi was ready for it. He read the map correctly. But it's one more break. Another opportunity. Illy was pushing from the middle, but it's the front hit that's the difference maker. The nades connect. They get those players weak. They get all 4 down.
Yeah, that was, I mean, a lot of their breaks came behind, like, a 3.
Really won, right? Like, has a lot of success at 3-1. But both teams winless in this one.
Well, somebody's getting a W. I won't see who it's going to be, but it's offense first or Optic. Dashy, the crazy 6 in a row. The end of map 1, but it's not quite enough. But what can he muster up here in the search? His peg Shotzi with a tackle.
Get some info, and then they kind of slow things down. You kind of have a 1v1 on the opposite side as well. Envoy is in ring. Illy is there. You also have Krim there. Can Envoy get the first blood? And he does. And what's the call off this? Do they try and rotate Envoy?
Oh my god.
How does he come out of that with both kills? Like, you look at the minimap and you think Envoy is going to get pinned by the 2 players ringside, but he gets both. Huge from Envoy. Shotzi last up. We'll see you later. Round 1 win from Optic, and Envoy, he is one hell of a player.
He is, and I think this is just miscommunication. You have to double chow this. If you're Krim and Illy, you have to double chow this. Illy needs to stay on that van. There's no reason to over chow that position by yourself. Then he takes his time. He heals on up. He maybe hears Krim sort of slide off top laundry. He gets the audio cue. He finds 3 kills in that round on an island. But Illy and Krim, that communication, whatever needs to happen, it's got to be a little bit better. Maybe Krim is thinking there's going to be a peek from top art. He doesn't want to get caught. But Illy, whatever it is, he's got to take his time there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, we can obviously see they have that 2-on-1, but that might have been the hesitancy. They're worried somebody's looking over him.
なるほどね。
Shotzi
早い
hits
だ
it
らし。
right through the gut, but
なるほど。
Dashy
そういう攻
to
め。
run the trade. Now look at that number 3 on the map. That's going to be Illy wrapping around. Dashy going to get a warm welcome here in a moment, or is he? Yeah, Illy put down. Dashy, little snap back, hits the shot.
And that's another round where it's like, okay, they're going to have man advantage. But Illy shoots. And then Dashy gets some help from Scump. Scump puts a couple of bullets. Well,
maybe Illy can't hit it. Envoy, 5-0 start. Brilliant from him out the gate. Back to offense, and this time a little bit more aggressive towards this B side. Won't be Envoy on an island this time around. It's Illy kind of by his lonesome, but tracking back will be Krim to help him. You've got 2 at mid-map as well. They've got the sight. Now, how do you play this if you're Optic?
And we saw this last time, but Shotzi got really aggressive, and he was immediately traded after the first blood. This time it's going to be a 4v4 retake, and it's looking like a 1-3 split. Krim is on the opposite side of the map, laundry side formal. Doesn't find that kill, and now he knows his life is in danger because the push is coming this way. He's basically on an island. Krim able to get in one, that's huge. To at least find one, gives his team number advantage. Illy there with the shot. Dashy now left in a 1 versus 3.
Can he do it? Can he do it? The snap back.
Oh, it's good, Dashy.
There, just too quick.
いい反応やっ
Nice
たけど。
shots, good read from Dashy, but simply
こう
two
だら
members
し取り
to
返した。
take down shots. All right, well, I mean, what you highlighted, some of the offensive woes for Empire. They'll be back to offense. Now, what? Okay, well, that round's over.
Yeah, offense.
さあ、1v4 に一気になった。
I didn't even finish my sentence.
さあ、オプティック早い、ファースト、パーフェクト
I
ね
was playing it.
Happens on chin from B to round.
Should have a battle very quickly again. This time just 1-for-1. Maybe a 1-on-1 about to go down the other side. You've got
お互い
Shotzi
セン
and
ター位置
Tiki
交換。
Envoy lurking apartment side, and as Envoy's getting information, it looks like they want to wrap it back to him, and it's pretty spread defense right now from Empire. What, like 1 Tiki, 1 mid, 1 ringside.
There's a bit of an off angle too. They might not expect this.
Surprised, it's me, Shotzi.
And well, there is that off angle. Envoy slides through, does not expect it. I think that was his teammate. But they know they're probably in this position as Hook rotates on over. Just watching the cross to front Tiki is they're trying to work Shotzi, but good luck with that.
You can just finesse so much. Like you said, like the 2 layers. So much room to work. A player watching over him from kitchen. Or sorry, from money. Like
お互いかなり
he's
ゆっ
enjoying
くり
himself.
攻め。
But yeah, that off angle. I mean, they wrap it back because Envoy's there for a while, looking at it, thinking can't do it.
そ
But
して
now
カンピー突っ込ん
he's
で
able to take、
よ
down
ー、
two.
溶ける。
He pulls the 1v3.
1v1、まだある18秒。
He's got bomb in hand.
さあ、球が8発。さあ、全部できるか。おっと、これが設置。音聞けるんじゃないか、ショーティ。さあ、ショーティ行きました。さあ、今回はダラスは逆のエージェン。さあ、エンボイが詰めてくるが、そこしっかり低く見てる。さあ、スカンピが仕掛けて、しっかり入り落とす。おっと、足が2回を抜く。
That engagement starts. Hook on the other side finds the pick. What? Now it's Scump by himself. A 3v2 suddenly into a 1v2. Scump nearly pulls off the 1v3.
スカンピ 1v2。
Here they come.
さあ、来たとこ。オーマイガー。スカンピ嬉しそうめっちゃ。ダラスもったいねえな。
5-2 now for Scump.
だいぶロング反応なのに。さあ、巻いてきたとこしっかりフォーマルダーシーにダブル射線で。そのエンボイが一人だけ B ってんな。さあ、フォーマル EM。さすがの EM。ここで8番が来てんだよな、スカンピ。自由人好きでしょ、お前。V3 だからいいけど。さあ、オプティック。しっかりリアル人2人がキルして。
Stepping up in a big way. He had a couple frustrating rounds. First blood there for Formal. Puts Krim down. Illy down. It's clean from Optic. 6-2. If you're an Optic fan, you gotta love to see that in search.
強いね、オプティック。勢い乗ってきたじゃん。また広告。YouTube 広告だり。
もともとゲームは好きだったんですけど、特にこだわりはなく。
シックメントさ、ハードポイント最近流行ってんな。ハードポイントじゃない、コントロール。
Defenses were so good, and then teams had to adjust because raid control was one of the go-tos. But teams are getting better, especially on offense. But to work in the map, the first team on offense this round going to be Optic.
正直ここはもうバンプだから見なくてもいいや。結果だけ見るか。スコアでいくとこんな感じか。フォーマル39キル。AR 実いね。まあ AR マップってとこもあるけど。けどダラスが3-2で勝つと。
You might argue Empire's right. I mean, right there with them. I mean, they've been good. I'd have to look at the overall records, but it's got to be close, right?
I'm sure it's close. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's a Maven stat I saw. I'll let you say that, and I'll focus on the team.
Yeah, it probably was. Map 4. Again, we're in this hangar, this arena. The rest of the series. Just give me a map 5, round 11. Scump for Silly. Give me another 1v1.
1v1, 249, 249. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. Here we go. Dallas Empire. They're spawning up on that right side of your mini-map. That's where our second hill is going to go. So they're just going to try and get some time, but hold on to the spawns. That's the key for them. Chicago, they want to try to...
見てなかったか、今、ちょっと待って。
1v1.
ダラスが有利ですか。
1v1, 249, 249. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. Here we go. Dallas Empire. They're spawning up on that right side of your mini-map. That's where our second hill is going to go. So they're just going to try and get some time, but hold on to the spawns. That's the key for them. Chicago, they want to try to push on through. The first player to do that, it looks like it's going to be who's that, Scump? Trying to work under that right wing.
オプティックは一気に上がってリスを変える動き。さあ、フォーマル抜けたけど、そこしっかりヒュークカバー。さあ、これでスカンピー、でも左抜け気づけてないな、これ。さあ、これでリス、おっと、スカンピー下がるか。下がって、このショーティーのハイドに、おさすがに勝てない。さあ、ダラ3枚並べた。ダラスはもう残り秒数セットって感じで、ヒュークがしっかり上キープできた状態のセット。けどこれ7番抜けられてんのが痛い。これ削られたらリスが飛ぶぞ。7番がしっかり基本リス見てるから絶対リスは飛ぶ。さあ、ヒュークがなんとか粘る。これはでかいね。さあ、オプティックは湧くよね、そりゃ。ヒュークの粘りも虚しく。そう、これでちょっとダラス、最初のハードポイントからセットがちょっと甘いな。1みたいな状態になってるわ。崩されるのが早いね。
Yeah, it really was. Just just understands the position that he's in, and
テックのキル能力が高いってのもあるだろうけど。おっと、ちょっとエイムがずれましたね。さあ、3番がしっかり最強で相手のリスは固定して抜けもないような状態。さあ、ショーティー、ここはもう顔出さなくていいけど顔出して死んじゃった。オメガ。コンバーター、コンバーター。あ、いけない子が来た。これ早く e スポ復帰しろ、アレッキ。さあ、ヒューク強いね。ヒューク粘るね。最強じゃん。エイペックスお前マスター行ったハリキ君。そう、ヒュークがずっと生き残る。ヒュークうまいな、ここの立ち回り。エペの e スポしてみたいです。あ、誰でも大会出れるよ、あれ GGL 何だっけ、なんか。スクリーム誰でもできるし、もうちょっとであれカスタムできるじゃん。ダイヤぐらいまで行ってれば。ダイヤ1枚、お、やるじゃん。
Joe, I usually ask you what stood out to you, but one thing that stood out to me was in the middle of that, like all the crazy comms, is Krim just said, "Yo, seriously, guys."
オプティックは逆に固めうまいな。なかなか崩せないな。
The tone just shifted. I was like, "All right, yeah, I'll go to battle."
10秒。7番かエンブがしっかり持ち点の中入ってる。さあ、これ奥抜け基盤と5番のこのクロス。
I don't know, just didn't seem like they had a good grasp of where Optic was on the map. Some frustration.
Oh my god.
Play it now. Scump starting to snap. 12 and 9. He's on a 3 spree.
けど、これリスト飛ばしちゃってるスカンピー。そうすんのはいいけど。おお、強い。
Envoy is still here. Scumpy, I feel like he's hit so many nades. Like he's had so many nade kills over the last 2 games.
Yeah, and players getting better and better. I mean, I've seen some clips on Twitter of people throwing them through ceilings, and I don't know, dude. People are getting real good. Trophies need to be on point. Flak jacket needs to be on.
おお、それ勝つんかい。今日のスカンピーはノリノリです。
Is the Ginger Phenom takes over. Is the lead getting close to 100 points? Now he's going to pounce. 5 in a row, no streaks, but a great stretch there from Scump. Grim just swapping guns and trying to get battle ready.
さあ、1マップ目と逆で前半がオプティックがかなりの得点で有利。さあ、ダラスここからまくれるか。さあ、オプティック硬い。硬い。CG さっき買いました。CG 楽しいよね。CG やろうぜ。でもね、俺 COD 容量重くて、お前てか COD 買いよ。お前 PCCOD 買ってないでしょ。COD の容量が重くて、俺 CG 消した気がするんだよね。まあ、入れてやってもいいけど、長いんだよね、50レベルいくまでランクいけないのが。経験だるいし。あれ良くないわ、CG 普通に。ランクいかないとつまんねえ、カジュアル。それでもまあ CS よりか PCCG の方が100倍楽しいよ。カジュアルでもまあ楽しいけどね。はてなはてな。何のはてないのそれ。難しいよな、このなんか、日本のセットって思ったより難しいな。相手がうまいってのはあるけど。うちも日本速攻で崩されるけどね。どこのチームは日本セットすぐ崩されるな。ブレイクの方がやりやすいんじゃないか説まで出てきるわ。まあ、地点でなんとか耐える。奥、右サイ潰せれば結局リストれちゃうからな。地点残ってても。グレージ使えって。COD? はお前神ゲーかよな。お前一番神ゲーやでお前。PC でやったら神ゲーかもしれんよ。COD って何ですか？日本で今大人気の FPS だよ。そう、ヒュークス強い。
Yeah, I just 4-0. I mean, this has been their map.
Yeah, you said it. You nailed it. You're much smarter than I am. But my God, a bloodbath. This hangar is just soaked in the bodies of Empire members. But they have a 2-1 edge.
7番が仕掛けて後ろ相手のリス潰して逆空きさせるぞこれ。平行空きしたんか。
Comeback is possible, I guess. You can chain some together here, but the lead is just staggering, man. It's hard to picture it right now.
Yeah, they give up some time here, but look at Envoy, number 7. He lurks all the way through the 4th hill up top the minimap. He's trying to make sure they have spawns. You know, it's just the realization of, okay, where are we on this map? Let's not get spawn trapped. Let's not get, you know, streaked on. We can give up some time. We've worked really hard.
さあ、これは強いですね。しかし、地点がやられちゃった。僕、エペックスってゲームしか知らないです。エペックスのね、チーターいないよ、お前。PC いっぱい。そんなにいないチーター。で、チーターいなかったら神ゲーだよ。そういうの強い。22の14。圧倒的キルレシギ。さあ、8番しかもリスキル。オプティック完璧なハードポイント。だ、きつそうですね。クレイが抜けたのはでかいか。今チーター、そうなんだ。バンされたのいっぱい。なんとこう。
鉄拳をプレイする上で。
Their win rate here, I wonder how much improved it is here.
But I would think so. This has to be you know, at least like around a 50%, maybe around there, even like if it's around 45. We talked about the first blood from the Krigs in map number 2. That's Shotzi with a Krig to open things up on the Dashi, and now you're down a man.
ほんまでやらずそこ入る。
Kind of slow it down. Is there any overreaction? Any overpeak from Optic? Because remember, in round 1, it's tough to work inside a B. You don't have a trophy. There's no trophy to go down. You don't want to die to a nade while you're planning. Scum's just on the outside wing, prone in that position.
無料ゲームチーターばっからな。
Just knows that there's nobody on top of that table right now.
僕がやる時間が少ないだけだと思います。なるほどね。学校行ってんのちゃんと。待って、学校行くというか、お前通信か。
It's a very, very powerful leg.
It's happening like every COD. Is he gonna see it? He might.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, he's up. Okay, reposition Scup. We don't want that to happen. All right.
Yeah, he's got size 15 sneakers just bursting
Maybe a
through
size
there.
25. I don't know. Woo!
おお、フォーマルが一面返して 3v3。
3 versus 3 now. Time dwindling. 10 seconds to go. Cram in from behind.
そう、クリーム後ろ取るけど、これなかなかやれない。全部カバー入って挟まれでいい。おお、ダラスファースト取ったのに。
Staircase, it can hurt you if you don't really a clean 1v1.
Oh yeah, the plane got smoked.
Yeah, there's a new
エンボイの立ち回り。
emergency. I
We
should
got
make sure of that.
multiple. We got Scump's foot and Crim's bullets. There's just holes everywhere. 2-0 start from Envoy. The flank pays off. He gets 2.
今春休みなんで言った。あ、そっか、春休みか。
Being first blooded. As everything halts now at mid-map. Trophies. Gonna be in play for this round. You see Illy still holding. And that guessing game of which corner will they be tucked in on? If they're playing deep, what's the angle?
Well, you know, usually they're in this one. This is always the first check. It just has to be. Do they have a trophy down? I feel like I don't see a Dallas trophy anywhere.
Illy had one, but I assume somebody else put one down.
One just blew up, so maybe that
さ
was
あ、
Dallas.
スカンピーが仕掛けようとしてますが、ここ仕掛けて、さすがにカバーを食らうけど、これでテーブルクリアリングしたオプティック。これ、おっと、でもショーティーが入るのうまい、これは。さあ、これもさすがにカバーカバー。クリームが激レで引かされてたんか。さあ、でもここ返せ。おお、1v1。攻め1本目から取っていくオプティック。これはでっけ。風呂なんで落ちますよ。お疲れ。またね。また話そう。
And you put it away, or will the offensive woes continue for Empire? Ashley got caught in that first round. Not gonna happen here. Playing it safe.
We've seen that sometimes from him, right? I mean, obviously he's so confident in his abilities and his shot, but you know, if you lose it, it can hurt you, especially on a map like Checkmate, where this is what a lot of the offensive teams are trying to do. Trying to work under their plane. They're trying to work the outside picks, which is Dashy and Envoy, because when you work the outside picks, that forces kind of, you know, multiple angles that would open up the people in play. That's Formal with the first blood on the chassis.
Well, he's got a size 25
おお、
as well.
ここでまず入り。
Illy hits it 3 versus 3 now.
クリームシックスか SMG 持ってんだ。あ、いや、拾ったわけか。
Empire's chance to do the same. Crim will work to get the bomb down.
おお、ここ設置しっかり出してみてやっていく。
Nice shots through the window. Hook has still been lurking for this position the entire time. Right on the other side of Dashy. He's getting shot from
3v2、これはもう、あ、2v2 か。まだあるぞ。そう、エンボイがしかし、寄ったのを見てる。さあ、ここ、よし、しっかりボムをやって。おい、マイガー。今日のオプティックは一味違うね。大体2になったらオプティック負けるイメージあるけど。
Almost catches him. Was this one? I mean, I don't think that one stuck to the ceiling. Oh, maybe he was gonna show us something cool. It wasn't.
さあ、このオプティック攻め取れば決定打になるけど。スカンピーが決め打ち、足でもできるのかな、これ。どこに向かって打ったんだろう。おお、ここはいいリファーストブラッド。でけ。
That's what I kind of mean, right? I mean, there's an example of it. I mean, Dash, he's trying to win that. He wins that, it's great for his blood. But instead, now, how do you know, trying to work this B bomb site, so difficult without numbers.
相手の甘い待ちしてるけど。
25 seconds. Oh, you know, spot Shotzi, but Shotzi just back and forth, back and forth.
さあ、ここ一生懸命でください。ここで跳ねからんといいけど、ここまでしっかり見てカバー。おっと、しかしこれは厳しい。さあ、ダラスこれで一本落ち着ければ。ちっけえたな、ほんと攻めむずいよな。いきなり相手が強すぎて、なかなか。ほんと飛行機は甘えちゃいけないな、ボーイ。
Watch the cross to the A bomb.
飛行機中が強い。まあ、いっぱい攻めたりなら、ほんとメンタル的な有利やろな。
Just peg him in the face, but
It was a stun. It was a stun.
yeah, no, at first I thought it was
あくび
just
出た。
going right for his forehead, but Ashley stays up. Not first blooded again.
必ずここ攻め通したい
But
けど。
man, this just feels like I don't know, a tournament match. Like just the pace of it, the patience. Envoy. There's the first blood. Scump. His turn to make the play. 4v2 now for Optic. Trim and Hoop gonna try and do something. But
さ
now
あ、オ
it's
プティ
all
ック
on Trim
防衛
by
が
his
硬い。
opponent with 30 seconds to go. Only
と
good
に
thing
か
is
く
he has
硬
a
い。
bomb in his hand, I guess, and those some
さあ、
nice
クリム
shots
が
onto
一枚
Scump.
やるけど、
Puts it to a 1 versus 3.
24秒。
Way to get the health back. Now rechalling. Back it up.
さあ、し
Dashing
っかり
quickly,
ここ
but
逃げる。オプティック偉い。
what do you do with this amount of time?
You go down. That's what happens. Formal's gonna flank him, and Formal, I mean, he's been great with it.
さあ、ここもしっかり防衛を落とさず。
Map on that pick. The defenses have just been too strong from both teams.
Well, Optics took the game 2-6-2. So
おお、
far,
そっからできるんだ。すごい
so
ね。
good here. And they put Empire away. And Rocker fans will rejoice.
あ、なるほどね。あ、そういう壁抜き。
A little bit of a different look here from Dallas. They're getting a bit aggressive.
なるほど、なるほ
I
ど。
don't see anything top lane, so you have Illy and Shotzi. A bit of an off angle.
オプティッ
Players
ク
from
今回
Optic
は A
might
でも仕
not
掛けるのか。
expect
あ、でもやっ
this.
たな。
Especially 30 seconds into the round.
Well, now
He's
he
gonna
does.
jump on up, and he's just about both of
さ
them.
あ、
Without a
A
doubt, but
目
they
の
just
前
go
ま
back
で、し
to
か
that
し
B
4番が
position.
張
You
っ
have
てると
Envoy
ころ
working
7
that
番
A.
気づけるか、エンボイ。
Dashy kind of right behind him.
さあ、ここぶつかってさすがにヒュークが待ってた。おーっと、壁抜きで。
Well, who got the first blood? Just prone in the back. Scump though. Yeah,
やっ
right
ぱ
through the
壁
window
抜くの
brings it
強え
back.
な。
Dashy. Couple shots go into him, but we'll survive to see more of this round.
ちょっ
Formal.
とでもダメ
The
ージ当たる
headshot,
って嫌だ
blade
からな、やっ
sticking
ぱ
out
この
though
ゲー
will
ム。
get dropped. Scumped in with another
スカン
kill.
ピー裏取って
2v1. Shotzi.
さあ、これまた攻めでいい形取った。
One
さあ、
versus
これ
one.
1v1。
Scump.
スカンピー、
Keeps
ショー
finding
ティー、
himself
さ
in
あ
this position.
メイン SMG 同士の
Shotzi spots
エー
him.
ス対決
They。see each
さあ、
other.
先ショーティーが相手の位置を追
Around
う
and
が。
around we go.
さあ、スカンピー
Ring
逃
around
げ
the
る、逃
rosy.
げる、
Who's
逃げ
gonna
る。
hit the
さあ、ここ
shot?
激動スカンピー。
Down!
オーマイガ
Wins the fight.
ー。お
Tagged
ー、スカ
up.
ンピー嬉しそう。
But he takes it.
I mean,
ショーティーは
Shotzi
これは
has
ちょっと
what,
シ
a
ョックが
2-3
隠せ
shot
ないぞ。
advantage here.
Needed just one more round needed for
さあ、オプ
Optic,
ティ
and
ック
yeah,
このラウンド取ったのはも
you had the word there.
う勝ったと言
Redemption
っても
for
過言
Scump.
ではない。
Might not get that round 11, but a tense
さあ、ここから
1v1
待ち
there.
受けるな、オプティックの
Scump now on 3.
熱い防衛。
Arrow just biding his time here inside the plane. We've been on checkmate for an hour.
Dallas, and just again in that last defense, just kind of picked apart. Coming still off with their surge. We'll see if they can claw their way back into it. They go back to just kind of a normal B round. They take down the trophy. There's another one there. Shot
おお、
for
ショーティー
first
強い。
blood. Able to take
さ
down
っきの
Formal,
悔
now
し
just
さを
trying to regen.
あいま
Scump
すよ
gets into that position.
勢いで歩きで。
And,
さあ、しかしここ
takes
スカンピーしっかり
says, "Adios."
返す。おっと、エンボイとお見合い。
What's up, man?
スカンピー一生懸命下がる。
LMG duo. What are you doing?
A nice piece of wood there that you're standing next to.
さあ、ショーティー設
Working the
置。
plan, but
さあ、スカンピーこれ
Scump again, the man is
設
popping
置の
off.
カバーがいなかっ
Five in a
た。
row. Crim
さあ、これで
will
クリーム
fan
6
up.
の 1v3 またクリームが残った。
And he's down.
さあ、オプティッ
6-2 in
ク
the
勝ち。
game
さあ、
two. 6-1 in the map
さあ、
five.
前シーズンからの
Destroy
なかなか勝てなかった。見事。
as they get the series win.
勝利。
A big match for Optic,
ダラスとしてはもったいない場面も多かった。
A little bit different for them.
次はこっち見よ
新しいマットレス買うてくれへんかな。
う。今勢いのあるフェーズを倒したい。ロサンゼルスゲリラス VS ロサンゼルスティーブルス。
なんか言ってる。
ロサンゼルス同士の対決を。
Call of Duty League is brought to you by Game Fuel.
Rookies. And then for Gorillas, are you reaching that potential? Are you going to be the real deal now? Can you show back-to-back consistent efforts?
Yeah, if we can, observers, if we could start with TJ, I would just like to see what he's going to be running off the start. Who's going to be the flex player as we go to raid hardpoint? That's really the big question mark for me. Slasher going to be that main AR, but who is going to be his duo in that position? So it will be TJ. And we heard that maybe at times, you know, when the roster change did come through
メ
with
タを
Venom,
作
that
るゲリ
TJ
ラ。
maybe a chance to run that
そう、
second
こ
AR.
こは
But
地
they
点
just
オール
opted
っていう。
for Kenny.
さあ、8番
And
裏
not
抜
to
け。
start. Vivid takes down to Venom. He's going to be
まさか
in
拠
stock
点部出てん
position.
だった。
So they're going to lose some early time.
ケニーなんでいなくなったのか忘れてた。そっか。
Well, how difficult, Joe, is it? You know, he's primarily played a sub. I know he's had some flex experience in his career, but to make a switch like this overnight.
I mean, yeah.
ケニーなんか怪我かなんかって言ってたから。手術かなんかって言ったのか。
He's fine running a second sub. He's run flex before. It doesn't really matter for TJ. I don't know. I couldn't tell you the last time I saw an AR in his hands. I have no clue.
Yeah, well, I'm asking just because, you know,
リゾ取ってるの。お、4番行くね、ここマイポ、アバシ。
You think, I can run a sub, they can run an AR,
行ったところって感じなのか。
Yeah, well, I think for TJ, if it's actually something he's want to do and been vocal about, this is going to be
さあ、
the
奥
match
しっかり潰されちゃった。
to show what
お、でもバスケで、お、平行は来た。
because that's really been the big question, you know, just trying to get those four players with Kenny on this roster comfortable
さあ、ギリンゼイリ取ってるのはギリアス。さあ、ここでシリー選手がキル1ですね。
They're able to break through on the first. They got some time, but the push around back laundry doesn't turn into anything. 6 kills in a row for Los Angeles Guerrillas locking down this kitchen.
Yeah, and I was going to highlight Silly, but really everybody popping off right now. But he had a terrific series against FaZe, and you know, I think of moments throughout his career where he was a beast. Like I remember some IW against. I remember Zero in his squads. Like whenever they match up, Silly's just dropping 40s, like dominating the map. Like he can hit peak form and be an absolute menace. I just want to see more of it.
さあ、人数は1枚後ろ飛ばしてます。先にここからマイプを潰そうとする6番、TJ ハリー。さあ、これで、さあ、ネックあと1枚気づけてなさそうですね、これギリアス。全部削ったもんやと思ってそう。さあ、8番が。おっと、ここ殴り早い。しかし、ここアッパッシーがいい裏取り。これでスコスト全部溜まりました。アッパッシー、これも勝つ。おばいが違う。常にゲリラスもキルを並べていく。
And close to earning some streaks too. Thieves are starting out great.
I mean, yeah, this is not the best start at all. But
私の勢いもここまで。さあ、十分しかし、コスト稼ぐことに成功。おっと、アバシたまっすぐさまスコスト使っていく。さあ、これでしっかりアンカン TJ ハリ飛ばして、後ろにビビとか飲み込むことに成功。さあ、ビビでもここ無理せずしっかり引きましたね。おお、リセットで出る。
Front, two front. I got one. Nice. Was it kitchen too? Money front. Close front, corner. Money front, close right.
さあ、ここまで来るとこ、おっと、ローにしますね。さあ、ここはスイッチで。さあ、これネックも 100T 側もなかなかいい形にセンターを取ることができてるけど、これ、ギリラもう先にセンター取ろうってことに人数かけたのはやっぱキャンティ。おー、TJ ハリー打ち強い。さあ、これはハサミ行きましたね。もうそこスコストかわさない。これ誰のスコストだったんだろう。アッパシは使ったから誰かもう一人溜まってんのか。あ、シリーとか溜まってそうだな、このスコア。
I think I saw and heard it all from TJ there. He was kind of whirlwinding a couple gunfights, then just beamed somebody out of the window. Then on his third kill in a row,
実際結構の点数はいってんの。
Yeah, no, he did. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what number he thought he was on, but all the streaks were coming down from Gorillas. And I think that the Los Angeles
裏が多いな。うまいなこ
did
れ。
a pretty good job. What, 2 streaks were called in? They got majority of the time. Another streak though comes in on that 5th hill. But yeah, TJ 3 is not really close to 7. I mean, almost half, but not quite there.
When you're getting bombarded by artillery, is a 3 can look like an 8, Joe.
I guess if you're not seeing straight, but I know.
Yeah,
Listen, the mathematician Cap, he's not gonna like that. But it looks like what? How? I think that's all the streaks gone for the Gorillas. So they've I mean survived that bombardment. I mean you're down 70.
ここもリストれてる方が有利だけど。さあここ地点しか幅入ってさあこれやる。そしてシリが嫌な位置までたどり着いちゃった。これはきついぞ。100T ももうたまらずセンターあるって。おでもしかし4枚集まってセンター崩せてそこ均衡されて粘る。おくっつけた DK これで3枚落ちた。あと地点中1枚。さあここビビってしっかりいいタイミングでエントリー。フェーズを倒したゲリラ強い。自然に押しだわ。けど次のトーナメントルーザーズからなんだよな。頑張ってほしいわ。1回でも負けたら即終わりだから。謎にウルトラがウィナーズインの血悪いんだよ。ウルトラそんな勝った時、お、アサルト少し務まる。強い。まあ、100T ベストメンバーじゃないけど今日ケニーいないからそれでも強いな。ここでローテも成功してる。1v3 ローテしっかりローテに枚数かけて。さあここシリ抑える。うち強いねシリ。これも勝つ。
Maybe not the scoreline when it's all said and done, but from a slang standpoint, like they are just getting cooked. And it's obviously an unfortunate, series of events right now for Thieves, but I guess part of me expected it to be a bit more competitive coming out map 1, and it hasn't been.
それもこれ 100T 綺麗に返す。やっぱ受けすぎたら厳しいんかな、セットで。まあ、うまいってのもあるけどな。もっと TJ ハリー残るけど。ステップいい裏取りですね、これは。これ相手砂利脇ですけど、これ、マイポ大丈夫なのか。あれマイポ取り気あること大丈夫か。あったよね、普通に。危ない。Their players have really stepped on up, and as you said, the streaks coming in from basically everyone has made this pretty ugly. けど中取ってんのがさあここアサルトの嫌なスコストでさらにうわさあこれで3枚並べられてさああと5秒さあプシがいい前しかし相手は後ろから来てますさあプシも味方を待ってさあしっかり距離してさああと3秒がちょっと遠いぞ
I can send you a bunch, Joe. I can send you a bunch. Best car in the world.
さあこれまだ 100T が取り続けてさあこれで枚数はさすがにシリがもう入っちゃってる間に合わないこれは100T 最後粘ったけどシリが強かった
Joe typically does the brunt of the work because he's the analyst between the two of us. He's a smart one, the Call of Duty champion. But I couldn't sleep last night at 1:30 in the morning. I decided, you know what, I'm going to work on the keys to victory. And I sent Joe this long email with him. Joe, out of 10, how'd I do for my first time?
Pretty good. I mean, pretty good. Yeah. Again, you could like write an article. There was a lot of substance, but you had to find the keys. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. I sort of just spilled words on the page, didn't I, Joe? But
you just got writing. You were locked in, just on your keyboard, just typing away.
Yeah, I sure was. Tim, I don't know what that face is, but obviously not pleased with how the map 1 went, but you got to be feeling good if you're Gorillas. We're going to talk more about Silly and how good he's been, but look at that. You have a 9 streak from Assault, a 9 streak from Apathy, a 7 streak from Silly. I thought it was 8 streaks for both of them, so it was higher than I thought. 30 and 12 is just, that's insane numbers. Silly is playing out of his mind.
Yeah, you got to give Gorillas props. This is what we were looking for, especially in that hard point. It has been an absolute struggle for them. So to control that, number 1, go up 1-0, it's a big deal with how good of a search and destroy team they've been. And we talked about it for LA Thieves. That's where you were kind of maybe just trying to sneak in, is in that respawn, but not able to do so.
All right, well, map 1 is in.
That's
also true, Joe. All right, now for the search and destroy, Gorillas want to take the beat down to Miami.
Yeah, where they've been such a
Well,
they get there. They just can't get it down. It is a perfect round 11. A couple of timing.
Surprised. Yeah, maybe surprised it gets through, but I mean, when you only
何をするのにも困らない。上に上がるための土台を作ってくれたパソコンで思ってるんですね。配信見てる人には一番触ってみ
We have 3 wins and 2 are here. That's something to feel good about.
100%, yeah.
They're not out of it yet.
So we're still sticking with TJ with that Craig. Just curious, but I'm sure Temp's been playing in challengers. He's used to his role now, so he's just gonna do his thing, and that's what the team decides to do.
Start off with the hot hand. Pick it off with Silly. He does get the kill right after that. We see the kill at mid-map as well, and then Apathy threw on the trays. That's 3 down early for Thieves. They're all coming in off spawn, but you've got 2 people pushed up. App will get caught with an 8 in hand. Nope, he will not get caught. He at least takes down 1 before he falls.
さあ、まあ、赤いないから、削られたところを、ゲリラは A になりますね。
Silly just hits his shots. You regain control of the B side, but you've already got 2 players over at A, and that's going to be a quick cap of A. You'll have 2 minutes and 9 seconds to work with for that B point.
Yeah, I mean, Temp, though, was hoping with Venom finding 2 kills, maybe they could get in the ring and stop that, but not going to happen. You have a 4 life advantage now for Gorillas, and we get in that ever so often situation where the defensive team has to lock down B for around 2 minutes. TJ's pushed up towards water side. He's going to have a 1v1 versus Apathy, but
6番が削れれば落第にはなるけど、さあ、これしっかり100ティア後ろ固めて、さあ、おっと、これちょっとタイミングが悪いけど、おお、忘れたしっかり勝つ。さあ、DJ ハリンの位置を潰しに来たシリ、さあ、刺された、見れたけど、おっと、4番の位置には気づけてませんでした。アパシーがうまいな、とちまり。アパシー強え。これはいいカバーです、テンプ。さあ、これで相手のバスケ脇を潰すことに成功だ。地点中さえやれればって感じですけど。さあ、バー中で TJ ハリが粘ります。そーっと、ここも持っていく TJ。これは十分な活躍。おーっと、これで3。オーマイが TJ が頑張りました。さあ、チケット有利は、おっと強いや、ビビドか、今。ベノムって選手が新しく。
If you're Los Angeles Thieves, you have to worry about the live count now. You're only down to 8. There's still some time left. With 40 seconds, they got to be careful of that number.
さあ、さてとしっかりカバー。さあ、これでまた相手のリスを飛ばすことに成功。さあ、7番のスラッシャーをやれればってところ。おっと、これビビだ強いよ。オーマイが。しかし、これはセンターが取れてないんで、やっぱセンター取らないときついな。秒数も残りない。それのとあれか。 さあ、嫌なグレが飛んでくる。さあ、グレで削られたとこしっかり。さあ、TJ。さあ、なんとか LA。最後、そう攻め倒しましたね。うまいな。ちょっと飛ばしすぎた。やっぱフリーで片方上げるとしんどいな。時間いっぱい使われて何回もチャンスあるから。さあ、これでこれも100点乗りに行かないんだ。これで A じゃなくて B という選択。8番がこれでいい位置を与えてるから。さあ、これで結構削れた。おっと、オール削れた。これで B はもうほぼ乗り切りって感じで。ギリアスも。ほんとこれまだチャレンジする。もしかしたらさすがに取られ。そしてこれでこの間にチケットの方を戻すのはうまい。ちょっともったいねえな、100T。せっかくチケットかなり有利で、早めに視点取れたの。
James, jump out 10. Yo, top bed, I gave a bed, I gave a bed. James, I'm one shot. I got don't challenge. I can get bed. Help me with bed. Actually, I'm pumping off you red. He's got bed. One Jim right now. One coming bed. I get your back yellow amber. Jim. Bottom bed, bottom and top bed, they both sold out, last two. I had T's really weak. So blocking goes, I'm blocking. There's 20 on AC. They double challenge water steps, Austin. He sees me, there's a guy AC right now, I'm backing up. There's 3 mid. Gotcha, I'm side red. Yeah, I think they're all hard away. I'm gonna hold my driveway if you can. One's close right at me. Z. I'm here with you. On the P5 heading, one's water stairs still.
16-16.
さあ、これでチケットはイーブン。さあ、いい位置ですね、アサルト。うまい。
Now on to the A point, go Thieves. They get B first. We don't see it all that often, but typically that's going to lead to success.
視点中はかなり入れると 100T。これ固め切ったら乗り切れるんじゃないのか。おっと、外周から1枚。返されて、さあ、ここで TJ ハリも激論ミリ。さあ、囲まれる。さあ、なんとか回復してカバーして。けど、地点中より、おっと、これはおーい、いいね。ありますね。トイレ行ってくるって。トイレ行こう。
Area with very little cover, like no cover. Yeah, you just come out of garage, come out of art, get into position there really quickly. A much easier cross, but not to look at that cross as venom, but the cross is filled with Apathy's bullets. Right onto the point, go Gorillas.
Los Angeles Steve just trying to take map control away, maybe trying to work that player who's coming up off a spawn. TJ and Slasher go, but Apathy's ready for it. Sometimes it feels like every time we are on screen with him, he gets that multi-kill. A-zone going to be captured. And we're right back into this defensive hole. We'll see if LA Thieves can get set up a little bit better.
Temp is still lurking all the way, like, it was like their garage side. And they've all pushed through, but the same can be said for Gorillas. So the map kind of flipped on its head.
The map flips, but you have that top bedroom, but Temp's going to get taken down by Silly. Apathy just staying alive, Tiki side. Slasher, though. 2 big kills. When do they go? Maybe they're waiting for Temp to come up off spawn, but now he's going to make sure they don't get that tick. Doesn't want to at least get one Temp there. Now it's on Apathy, the last player alive. The other 2 players coming through the full stairs, but Venom plays a little weird, but TJ's there.
Yeah, like he just didn't know what side he was on, maybe.
Yeah.
Now the map makes a little bit more sense. As Gorillas are trying to work out, but each kill Temp gets just staggers this push more and more. Vivid does catch one with some nice timing at mid-map, but Temp...
So Temp いいですね。キープ。前線しっかりキープ。
Looks like a very comfortable bed. Yeah.
そう。これは結構 100T いい形作れて守れてるから。結構崩すのは難しそう。さあ、ゲリラス、どっから崩すか。
A minute seems like a lot of time, but if you keep getting staggered like this, you might only get like one real good push out of it.
さあ、テンプ、足手の位置を読んで、こ
こ
こ投げれるか。おっと、これで一気に先頭流れるけど、枚数かけてキッチンまでは取れましたね。
You know, dealing with the people coming up off the spawn. They've held bedroom for the most part. This time it's going to be Slasher's going to have to deal with 2 players. You know, when you hold that top apartment time and time again, you force them to deal with their middle and flood out of money. This time, though, they get that kill at the front. Vivid trying to swim across.
やはりいいゲーム。
Won't be able to get to that point. TJ, 19 and 17, rocking that QBZ.
さあ、ギリラはもう時間がないんで、正面から押さないといけない時間になってくるけど。 これたら、ここをキープされるのはきついな。
Almost like every time before someone drops on thieves, they gotta kill. Like every time, just gotta kill then die. Gotta kill then die. Make sure there wasn't really good positions for those crazy plays.
さあ、1秒。もうここはちょっとでも削ってって感じ。
Fantastic hold there.
さあ、いいです。
It was a very good round from Los Angeles Thieves.
さあ、A から攻める 100T は。さあ、恨みしっかりアパシをやっていく。さあ、ここ2階から。さあ、これ伸ばってくるぞ。さあ、これ2枚も開幕落ちていく。さあ、これで A はしっかり取れた。
3 in a row for Temp. Venom sitting at 17 and 20. Trying to find an opening as he works back Laundry. He's got a one-on-one there, not able to win it. Silly hasn't lost a whole lot of one-on-ones in this series.
He's 20 and 18. He's positive
ゲリラも A はそこまで無理しないな。センターだけとりあえずしっかり取って。しっきり取れればって感じだろうな。
You have one player inside art, one player pushed up all the way.
さあ、しっかり裏取りも対応できるようになってきましたよ。
Locking down top bedroom. Now the transition over to the side through middle of the map. TJ with a nice drop punch there.
さあ、シリここ無理しない。いいですね。さあ、ここ勝負仕掛けるわ。
He's too aggressive. And he gets caught.
If Vivid can take the fight, okay.
さあ、投げり早っ。
The elbow to the
連続パンチが。
As Vivid hits it, movement just still on point.
センター結構熱いですね、これは。
It's the kill and still staggered if you're Thieves, just looking for that opening. Big kills through for Gorillas, just getting closer. Getting us to a 5th and final round. We went the distance to the search and destroy, a chance to do it here. And I mean, highly competitive maps, which is great considering my worries after map 1.
Yeah, right after the start of map 1. Yeah, like Thieves, they slowed it down a little bit. TJ's having a really solid map in that.
さあ、なかなかギリラ削られずにしっかり削って枚数を有利獲得。
Now trying to work inside a kitchen. You have 3 players there. TJ's just making sure no pinch comes through Zig. Where does that push come through? It looks like they're going to try and get basketball control. You're going to have apathy inside that little locker room. I think did someone sneak out of money?
4番もしっかり裏見てんの偉いな。
He might be trying to find an angle.
さあ、ここ裏バスケ潰して相手のリスは潰すけど、さあ、ここから戻ってくるギリラ。さあ、これ地点の中で耐えれるか。さあ、これ4番の裏取り、7番パシがしっかり裏やって、さあ、いいタイミングで挟む。さあ、これで時間なくなってくるんで、100ティーム正面押しに。
Close it out here. You need a 3 or 4 down. A big play to win this map and continue on in this best of 5. Not an easy fight for TJ, but I thought he was going to snap on both. But of course, it's silly. He's just not getting snapped on it right now. Takes down 2. Clock stopped at 4 seconds. Temp staying alive as long as he can, but you can't hide from Silly. Assault there on the cross. Venom in through the cut, but can't get there in time. Silly was Twitter, his
plays there is the artillery to try and save that round, to try and save the B point. Even if they lose that, they don't have to worry about. But now you have that as sort of like a safe haven. If you are the Los Angeles Gorillas, is what worked for Los Angeles Thieves? The first attack, it was early B hit, but they had numbers early on. DJ trying to do what he can. Up to 29 kills. He finds 2 early in this round. He's going to have some help looking over him. He's just flying, just trying to take that gunfight.
He just soared into court, didn't he?
Just trying to catch a timing, right? Like maybe them running down the back stairs, whatever it is, but wanted to get in that position. I mean, it's all DJ.
Yeah, no, he's just finding kills in flurries right now. If I thought the shot was maybe a little bit off of map 1, it is not off now. Now the streak though.
おー、ビビド、これ溜まってんのでかいね。
They do not want to lose B early again.
さあ、これは当たらずと。
It looks like it gives them position back onto B, so the streak does pay off. I know it doesn't get the kills, but kind of gets them.
結構あれだね。今あ3番か潰してんのかリス。
Well, that's what hurts too.
なるほどね。
Because we saw this well with NYSL. When you spend this much time trying to get B, when you end up getting it, what you have about
強い強い33キルもしてるじゃん。
they've spent so much time here that about 45 seconds where
さあシ
you
リ
know
ー
what
ズ
they're gonna get that point, but the streak saves them. The streak gets them off of it. Now the kills come in. Slasher at least able to find the trade, but they have 15 seconds left. They gotta go. They at least gotta find one.
さあスラッシャーしっかり切る。おーっとこの頭しも頭入ると時にねさ9秒。
So similar to what we're
さ
seeing
あな
here,
んと
but
か
they
A
do
入
get
っ
onto the
て。
point, but Assault in
さあ
behind
ここは
enemy
狙
line.
うアサルト。
Somehow still alive. Finally will end up dropping. Now Silly to
Rose are
try and
going
get the
for it.
angle.
They're going for it.
They're gonna send it. They want to close it out here. Get us to the final series of stage 2 before our major.
残り9秒だからそんな簡単には取らせないな。ギラ。
Tim still sitting inside.
なん
That's
とか
not
剥
gonna
が
be
し
a
たら
fun
って
one.
感じで。さあ1枚剥がしたら。
Slasher still tried to stay up.
さあここで一気にエントリーしてくる。ギラ。
DJ gets one. They
ビビドがこれクリーグでエントリーしてくる。さあ3秒。うわ最後は強気に潰しに行ったの。GG。
The 3-0. A dominant map 1. Some nail biters here in the games 2 and 3. That's 6 straight maps, and you got to be feeling great.
Yeah, you gotta be feeling good going in the major. I mean, you're
じゃ
still
あ今日の
gonna
配
start
信
the
はこれ
elimination
ぐらいで
bracket. It's
終
gonna
わ
be a
り
tough one
ま
for
す。
them. Where